Welcome to Clear Play, powered by Tipico Sportsbook, a show designed to cut through the noise as we break down the players and teams to help give you a betting edge. I'm your host, Tony Anderson, on location at Super Bowl 56, where the Rams are getting ready to face off against the Bengals. But before you place your bet, we have some information that could help you win some cold, hard cash. Cleveland Browns star Nick Chubb joins us to talk running backs. Then we'll talk to the Lord of the Locks, Lorenzo Reyes, to get us prop picks for the big game. I am with Browns running back Nick Chubb. How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm well. I have to say, Nick, I love you, bro. However, you did me dirty. You played too well this year. I faced you in my fantasy football league. You got me bounced out of there because you went nuts. Talk to me about some of these running backs that are in the Super Bowl right now. Like when you see a Joe Mixon or when you see a Cam Akers, talk to me about who you feel is going to be the X factor in the Super Bowl in terms of running backs.
I see Joe Mixon twice a year. He's in our same division, so I know how good of a runner he is. He's extremely, physical. He runs downhill. He's tough. He's hard-nosed. He makes guys not want to tackle him throughout the game. Cam, he's been battling injury, but we all know he's a special player. He's young. He's just getting started.
But talk to me how difficult it's going to be for Joe Mixon and what he has to do to have success on the ground against that nasty front with Von Miller and Aaron Donald.
It's going to be extremely difficult. Being a running back, I'm not even playing in the game, but I know how hard it's going to be to get the running game off the ground. And for Joe, man, he got to be patient. He has to, trust his eyes and what he sees. He has to hit it. He has to take it. And you got Aaron Donald up the middle, and you got Leonard Floyd on the edge, and Von Miller, and Jalen Ramsey, in the back. So it's extremely tough defense. But just for him, just be patient. When it comes, it'll come. It'll break. It might break late. You got to keep hitting it in.
Who do you feel is going to win and why?
I gotta say the Rams. I have to feel like the Bengals. They beat all the odds. We went on the road and won every game. But stuff like that, it always comes to an end. The final game, just with history repeating itself. And I know Sean McVay. He's been to the Super Bowl once. He lost. I just can't see him going and losing again. And Matthew Stafford. He's a Georgia boy too. Played at Georgia, so. He's been locked up in Detroit all these years. And if the game is in LA, I just don't see the Bengals doing it, 4 times in a row. I think the Rams run away with it.
Who do you feel is going to be the X factor, the difference maker, the MVP of this game?
In big games, it's always somebody you don't really expect. And I feel like it's going to be Odell. I feel like he's been in the shadows behind Cooper Kupp a little bit. And, I know him personally too. So I think Odell's going to come out and have a really good game.
How do you feel as a former teammate of OBJ's, now sort of seeing him in the Super Bowl?
It's bittersweet, because we wanted to be successful with Odell, playing Super Bowl with Odell, but, it didn't happen that way. And he left, and, he's having a great year, and I'm happy for him, proud of him. It's like a brother to me, so it's great to see him go out and have success somewhere else.
Well, talk to me about what you have going on with the Madden Pro Bowl, man.
Yeah, it was fun. I linked up, Derwin James. He's on the AFC, played for the Chargers. So it was me and him versus Justin Jefferson and Micah Parsons with the Cowboys. So we didn't win, but we fought hard, and you can't win all of them. So at the end of the day, we gave it our best shot, and it was extremely fun.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Thank y'all.
That was Cleveland Browns running back Nick Chubb. This is Lorenzo Reyes, a.k.a. the Lord of the Locks. How you doing, Lorenzo?
I'm doing well. How are you, Tony?
I'm well, man. So Nick Chubb is extremely high on another running back. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon. Tipico Sportsbook has Joe Mixon at 64.5 on the over-under. Where are you going? Is that smart money on the over or the under?
I like the under here, and I actually think this is one of my favorite plays in
Really?
the entire game. Yeah. So since he's O-line, we've talked about it a little bit. They struggle, and I think because of that, Joe Burrow, he's scrambled the ball a lot, and I think that's going to take some carries away from Joe Mixon. In his last 8 games, he's only rushed for 65 or more yards twice, and in one of them, he hit 65 on the nose. So I'm hitting that under.
So I normally always go with Lorenzo's locks, except this time. I have to absolutely go with Joe Mixon taking the over. The Bengals are going to have to lean on Joe Mixon in those legs. I love Joe Burrow, but he's in his second year. He's still inexperienced. I feel like if they're going to get anything going, it's going to be through Joe Mixon. Now, I don't think he's going to get a ton of rushes. I think it's going to be one big 50-yard rush, and then a rest he'll make up with, 3 yards here, 5 yards there.
Interesting.
So Nick Chubb spoke very highly about his former teammate Odell Beckham Jr. He actually said Odell Beckham could win the MVP. What do you think? Who's going to win the MVP? Are you agreeing with Nick or?
You know, I'm just looking at this in the odds numbers. I don't love it, but I do actually like the play. Let me explain this.
Break it down.
So in the last 15 Super Bowls, there have been 11 quarterbacks to win. So smart money, take a quarterback. The winning team, pick a quarterback. With that said, the four times, 2 of them have been receivers. So OBJ is not a bad play, but if you want to hit that, I would hedge and pick Matt Stafford. That way you're protected in case OBJ has a big game, but he's not Super Bowl MVP. Then you can at least make up some of that money with Matthew Stafford on the hedge. But if you just, you want to get a little risky, I love it. Why not?
Okay, Lorenzo, I like that pick. Me personally, I want to tell people look out for Von Miller. He's already won 1 Super Bowl MVP. He could win 2. The moment of truth, Lorenzo, the big game, all the chips are in. Who do you have winning the big game?
I'm going with the Rams.
Okay.
But I'm picking the Rams on the money line. I just like that. The roster on paper is a little bit better. So in big games like this, I'm just going to go with that.
Wow.
But on the spread, I'm going to pick the Bengals to cover 4.5. I'm inching it in. I got the Rams winning 24-20, which brings us to the over-under at 48.5. I like low-scoring games. In a game of this magnitude, one is a young team. I think it's going to be a slow start. I'm going to hit that under, 44 points.
Ooh, Lorenzo coming in hot. I have to say, I'm also going Rams money line. I think that everything that was supposed to happen this year was supposed to happen. Like the Rams didn't have Matthew Stafford, they had Jared Goff and Love, so they went out and went all in. They bought in Von Miller, they bought in all of these guys, and they get to play right here in Los Angeles. I'm going with Lorenzo and Lorenzo's locks. He hasn't stared me wrong yet. I'm going Rams money line. And if I'm taking the spread, I'm going Bengals. But for me, my smart money, I'm going Rams money line. Appreciate you, Lorenzo. Also, big shout out to Nick Chubb. I'm Tony Anderson, signing off for Clear Play, presented by Typico Sportsbook. And don't forget, make sure you get in your $750 free bet in before the big game.